Hi everybody, welcome back. Went to the garden centre this morning and I can't walk past baby cacti looking at them in such a sorry state and think I've got to get them and rescue them. So here we are. I'll just show you what I've got. I've got a couple of these ones here. These ones, I'll identify them all properly once they're repotted. I think these are agramiscus, but I will double check. I've got some crocks. I've got an equal parts mix grit, compost and gritty sand. I've put a handful of perlite in there as well, so it's really free draining. And I've got my little cacti. I've got some terracotta pots. And yeah, I'm just very quickly going to pot these up. So I've got to rescue them. Most of my cacti have been bought as very young plants. And I've grown them on for a number of years. And now they're rewarding me with their own pups that I can propagate from and grow on. But anyway, these nice cute little terracotta pots, little crock in the bottom just to cover up the drainage hole, bit of compost in there. Love this little one here. They are prickly, but I mean, look at that, how could you not buy that? Wonderful. So I'll pop him in there. It's a bit big, this pot, really, for what we want, but do you know what? It's not going to get out of this pot for a while. So, and he's been in the smallest pot I've ever seen. So this is going to do him the power of good. Okay, so I've just popped him in the middle. I'm just carefully tucking him in all the way around. A little tap, and then this lovely yellow gravel that I'm putting around the top, and that's for show mainly, but also when you water it helps to soak through and take it away from the top of the plant so it doesn't rot. Okay, so there we go, one little plant ready for identification. He'll be much happier in there. That's what he was in. Ideally this pot could have done with being about half the size, but I haven't got one smaller, so there we go. Right, next one. I think this is called agramiscus, but I'm going to check. These are absolutely bone dry, which isn't a bad thing, but you know, a bit of TLC and these will be fantastic. So that's way too high, let's tip a bit out. That's better. Oh, a bit's fallen off. What are we going to do with that? We're going to leave it for 2 days to callus over, then we're going to pot it up and make a new plant. Never waste anything. I must admit, most of the plants I buy are to propagate from. That's a better size. Can use dibber just to go around the edge, just to tuck that soil in, make sure it's central. 3 little taps, 3 is the magic number. Okay, that's the next one. This one's a bit bigger, it's going to need a slightly larger pot. Unfortunately this one has actually flowered, so I'm a bit gutted because I didn't see what colour it was. This is what you tend to find at the garden centre. Some of your cacti and plants are absolutely bone dry. Some of them are soaked through like this one. Just removing the little weeds that were in amongst it, you know. Bit of care, a little bit of an inspection, make sure there's no pests, nothing in the soil. What we don't want to do is buy stuff from the garden centre, introduce it to your nice collection of plants and find out it's got some horrible pest that's going to spread like mealybugs or vine weevil. This is a perfect size pot for this cactus. Little tap. Okay, you can use dibber just to firm in a bit around the edge. happier. This little cacti here, if you remember the video I did with the blue myrtle cactus, that was the size that I bought, and this is what the cuttings that I've taken off the cacti that I've got now. So it is worth with a bit of patience and time. You can grow some absolutely beautiful plants, and looking at the prices of the big cacti in the garden centre, they're absolutely extortionate. Now these are quite prickly, so just take your time, be careful. Right, this one's bone dry, so okay, nice and central, straight. Okay, bit of top dressing on the top. Job's a good one. Right, so doesn't take long, does it? Spent about 10 quid on these plants here, which isn't going to break the bank. Some garden centres you're looking at an absolute fortune. What was it? Sort of variegated money plant this morning. It was £28, I think it was. It was ridiculous, you know. All you got to do is snap a leaf off, leave it for a couple of days and pot it up. It takes a while to get into that size, to be fair. But anyway, I'm going to pot this one up next, but there you go. Don't let it get here now. Aftercare for these cacti. I'm not going to water them for 2 weeks. Basically, I'm going to put them in a bit of filtered sunshine, nothing too hot straight away, just to get them settled in. There is some moisture in the compost and the sand that I've mixed up, so hopefully that'll be enough just to keep them ticking over. And then in 2 weeks' time, I'll give them a decent water with a bit of a weak feed in it as well, and perhaps move them to a slightly sunnier position. All right, okay, so cacti rescue done. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe if you like the channel. Leave me a comment, any questions, I'd be happy to try and answer them. If I don't know, I'll find out for you. And I hope to see you all soon. Thanks very much. Ciao.